Hi dear students, welcome back to the class. Last video we discussed about adaptation in animals, that's hydropods we discussed, yes. And today we are going to discussing that another adaptation, that means Xeric adaptation in animals, and also called as what? Xeropods, okay. Xeric adaptation in animals, and also is called as what? Xeropods. Okay, you know about xeropods means what? Which animals that lives in where? Desert. The adaptation animals are to facilitate them towards severe heat and what? The scarcity of water. Okay, you know that during daytime there is too much hot, that means too hot and dry in desert, and the night time that's what? Cool. So see, in case of the xeropods are, that means like a what? Snake and that rat, they make a what? Deep hole where in the desert. Okay, so this will be go to the burrows. This will be remain in daytime, remain in the burrows. Okay, at the night time they will becomes out. So these type of animals we call as what? Nocturnals. Nocturnals means what? They are comes out night time, because the night time only the desert becomes cool. Okay, and the daytime it's too dry, that means too hot and dry. So they are not able to come out. So they will make a what? Hole in the where desert, and also they what? During daytime they will remain in the burrows. Okay, so they are coming out when? Yes, night time. So these animals we call as what? Nocturnals. What? Nocturnals. Desert animals adapt their bodies for how prevent the loss of water by precipitation. Okay, desert animals they are what? Adapt their body how to prevent the loss of water by precipitation. Okay, you know that in our camel that is a word xeropod. Camel, that's what? Xeropod. You know that this camel that's we call as what's a desert sheep, no? Because this camel that's cover a long distance. They cover a long distance without food and water. Actually, they are store their water and food in the on their body, in their body. In their and is also called as sheep of the desert. Okay. So what are the adaptive features of this camel? The first adaptation to camel, okay. Each foot has only 2 toes. See, in case of camels, these having only 2 toes, okay. And which while walking, the camel uses its entire foot. See, when they walk, that time it's used what? Full, that means entire foot. Okay, entire foot. Okay, and its hooves are covered by large sole. Its hooves, okay, that's covered by what? Large. These camels having what? Its hooves are covered by a large sole, which help what? It's to move on hot and slippery sand. See, this camel legs, okay, camel leg that would have how? That's a flat surface. Okay, then only it can able to move. That means cover that particular area. Okay, and also this helps to them what? To move on the hot and slippery sand. Okay, yes, and it can cover a huge distance. It can cover a huge, that more distance in a drive at a speed of 20 to 25 km per hour without food and water. See, in case of the camel, okay, camel, it can cover 20 to 25 km per hour without food and water. In our case, we can no. We need food, no, and water. So, but this camel, in case of camel can move 20 to 25 km without food and water. So, once again, see these camel, each foot having only 2 toes, only 2 toes. Okay, and these helps to walking. Okay, and when they walk, no, that time they use entire what? Food. Okay, entire food. Okay, and these having the hooves, and these hooves that's having what? It's a sole is also. Sole means what? That is a flat surface. hard surface and also slippery sand. Okay, yes. And the next point. The camel can live up to 10 to 12 days without food and water. See, camel, it can live without food and water up to 10 to 12 days. Okay, and when they will get the water, when the water available, it can drink as much as 50 liters at a one time. When the camel get the water, what they will do, it will be drink 50 liters of water at a time. After that, this will be distributed in all body tissues. Okay, and the next point, the hump on its back is actually a food reservoir. Okay, food reserve. It's filled with the fat. You know that these camel backs, and you can able to see there is a one hump. This hump actually, what is that hump? That hump is what? Food reservoir. Okay, reserve. So reservoir. Okay. So actually this is filled with what? Fat. This food is utilized when it does not get anything to eat. Food they will use when they didn't get any food to eat. Okay, so gradually that hump size is reduced. Okay, yes. And next one, very little water is excreted from its body. From their body, very less water that is excreted. And when it does not get water, when the camel does not get water, it passes about half liter of urine in a day. See, when our camel did not get water, so what will happen? Their body, see what the adaptation, they release out only half liter of urine in a day. Okay, fine. The fecal matter of the camel contains very little water. Okay, you know, compared to our water buffalo and camel. Camel jump very less water, that almost like a dry. But in case of in our water buffalo, it's a more water content. No, yes, it's a cow dung. Otherwise, this buffalo jump having what more water content. But in case of camel, that becomes dry because of the lack of availability of water. Okay, yes, and its breathing rate is very slow. Its breathing rate, that's what, very slow, to prevent the water loss. During breathing. And next one, it can adjust its internal temperature. See, these camels can adjust its internal body temperature. Okay, and it keeps higher than its surrounding. So sometimes it makes the body temperature, it will becomes higher than a surroundings. Okay, the body temperature is more than the surroundings. Okay, so this our camel one adaptation can adjust the body temperature. Okay, depending upon the climate, the climate condition. Okay, and next thing, it has slender snout which yields a cleft upper lip. See, their upper lip, that's a word, slender, and it's which wears a what? Cleft. Okay, the upper lip, that's what? Snout and slender. Okay, and they have what? Long eyelashes. These eyelashes, these hairs. Okay, these hairs we call as what? Eyelashes. So, in our camel having long eyelashes, and also these having muscular nostril. Why they have long eyelashes and muscular nostril? Because these protect, that means these long eyelashes and the muscular nostril, that protect that organ from the wind blow. That means no with sand, no. This is protect. That means these eyelashes and muscular nostrils. This is protect the nose and also eye. Okay. I hope all of you understand this topic. Okay. Thank you.